It is Sunday night, and you know what that means. We are back with a new round of racing, Knuckleheadz iRacing League. Tonight we have a double header of racing. We've got the Motowear International 360 Sprint Cars up first, and then the Motowear International Super Late Models. It is Motowear International Sunday with the Knuckleheadz iRacing League. Let's get to qualifying, and yeah, let's get some Sunday night racing on our screens. Qualifying, boys, starting to roll out. There is Tom the Missile Land. He was briefly on our screens. That's the 92 of Wayne Bridges. 91 Tom Land. Of course, you see the Motor International logo. He is our sponsor for both the late models and the sprint cars. Josh Roberts, let's get it, Bob. Hey, Josh. New season is here. We're back tonight, tomorrow night, and Tuesday night. Let's just check some of these schedules, while we're doing the qualifying. So the Roberts Electrical Dirt Street Stocks used to be our first race on a Sunday night. It will be tomorrow night, Monday night. No, it'll be Tuesday night. It will be all by itself on a Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. That's going to leave the Wayne's World Mod Tour. That's kicking off tomorrow night, along with the revamped Run What You Brung series. So sprint cars and dirt street stocks swapping nights, but still the same old action. All right, 10 cars on the board so far. Cody B. McDonald is our quickest out there. Actually, make that Josh Roberts, and Juan Martinez, because there's Josh Roberts there. Juan Martinez currently out on the track, getting some laps in. So Josh Roberts, 10.639, 10.721 for Juan Martinez. Cody B. McDonald's moved back to thirds, 10.766. Then we've got 10.795. That is Dawson Potter in fourth. That rounds out the 10.7s. Then we've got some 10.8s. Wayne Bridges in fifth with a 10.884. 10.885 for Tom Land in sixth. Michael Moniz in seventh with a 10.896. 10.903 for Christopher Standridge. Jonathan Sutton, 10.907. 10.918 for John Bennett. Rounding out the field, 10.946. Finally have a good field of races. Should be a good show. Yeah, 11 cars qualified so far. Opening round of the Motowear International Dirt Sprint Cars. I'll spit it out. Alright, first heat's lining up. Looks like it's going to be 6 cars in this heat, 5 in the second. This will decide the inside line for the feature. Outside line will be decided by the second heat. We have got Josh Roberts. We see him there in the Motowear 42 sprint car, the 28. Alongside him, that is Cody B. McDonald. Then behind them, we do have the 92 of Wayne Bridges. He's alongside the 30 of Michael Moniz. Behind him in a very pretty 911 sprint car, Jonathan Sutton. And then alongside him will be the 88 of Travis McDonald. So we're starting off our new round of Knuckleheadz iRacing action by completing my own personal little measuring stick. And that is Wayne Bridges and Travis McDonald in the same heat. Right, we are off and racing. Up in the front there, Josh Roberts off to a great start. Looks like Cody B. McDonald in second place. Wayne Bridges, Michael Moniz, Jonathan Sutton. Alright, sorry, we've got one more lap to go. I've been trying to arrange coffee and breakfast and I just got distracted. I'm so sorry, guys. Josh Roberts is going to win Heat 1. Cody B. McDonald second. Wayne Bridges third. Michael Muniz fourth. Jonathan Sutton and Travis McDonald fifth and sixth. As we wrap up Heat 1, and I will pull my finger out of my bottom and call this race. Alright, we have got on that front row Juan Martinez, Dawson Potter. Dawson has been such a great driver. Jesse Ingram, how are you, brother? Dawson has been a great driver. He's just sort of been under the radar, really improving, really getting himself into some great starting positions and qualifying second in Heat 2 tonight. What a way to start off the Motowear International Sprint Cars Super Late Models after this. Behind them, we've got our 91 Motowear sponsor, Tom Land, the 22 of Christopher Standridge, and then Motowear sponsee, John Bennett, back there on that fifth row. Off we go, we are racing. Once again, would like to welcome everyone that is watching via Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We've been fortunate enough to be able to expand the system a bit. Bobbers TV growing, not only just doing Mud Mules TV with the dirt, we now do asphalt NASCAR racing as well, both Australian and American leagues. So fortunate and lucky enough to expand the coverage that these boys can get. And that's why I do this. I don't do it because I'm making $1 million or anything like that. I do it because I love it and like putting these guys on the screen. So welcome to Facebook, welcome to YouTube, welcome to Twitch. Anyone that is checking out the Knuckleheadz iRacing League for the first time, this is their second season in the 2024 run. We just wrapped up and coined some champions a few weeks ago. Now we've started all over again, another 10 weeks. We haven't crowned a sprint champion yet. That is a 20-round championship. But this is the 11th round. Congratulations, Juan Martinez, Tom Land, John Bennett, Christopher Standridge, Dawson Potter finishing in 10th there. All right, we've got 30 laps. This is our first of two features here tonight. That grid out. Obviously, we see there Josh Roberts, Juan Martinez will be on the front row. EOLs from the weeks before, John Bennett, it looks like, and I think that is Michael Muniz. So the one in the 30 taking an EOL. No EOLs for the rest of the races this week. The only reason there's an EOL in this particular series is, as I say, this is the 11th race of a 20 race season, not the first of a 10 race season. So that is definitely going to impact this race. Russell Martinez, Cody B. McDonald, Tom Land, Christopher Standridge, Wayne Bridges, Dawson Potter, Jonathan Sutton, Travis McDonald, Michael Muniz, John Bennett. We are racing 30 laps. We're at the Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55, Pevely, USA. This is the rebranded. First half of the series was the Bell Tire 360. It is now the Motowear International 360 Sprintacular. And isn't it off and running up the front? We've got Josh Roberts and Juan Martinez. How about me, your name, Juan? JJ and Josh side by side. Josh has the slight advantage. A little bit of a flick of the car will give the momentum back to JJ as he moves into the lead. Tom Land and Cody B. McDonald, they're also battling back there in third and fourth. Fifth place, looks like that's Christopher Standridge back there. It could be Jonathan Sutton. Dawson Potter has got himself up into seventh. Running along with the 22 of Christopher Standridge. He's there in fifth place. Jonathan Sutton, 9-11 behind him. Up there in front of him, Tom Land, Cody B. McDonald, Josh Roberts, Juan Martinez. A bit loose from Chris there, 9-11 up into the wall a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Dawson Potter's back there, lining up behind Jonathan Sutton. He's going to come in with a nice low entry. Good run, Dawson. Oh, up into the wall for Tom the Missile Land. He's in fourth place. We just see Cody B. McDonald welcoming Cody back to our screens. We normally see Cody at the Mudmill Esports Turf War. That's got the last round this week, Eldora. But back on our Knuckleheadz iRacing League screens. There's John Bennett in the background, currently 7th spot, moved up from 8th to push Dawson back a spot there. Quick race. We're almost at the halfway mark, barely 15 minutes into our opening broadcast for the night, and yeah, it's looking great. Let's get down to the track cams. We went out there before the boys get out there, pop some track cams on and see if anyone's going to aim for any of them. Gives a bit of an idea of speed as JJ Martinez, Josh Roberts, Cody B. McDonald. That's the 1, 2, 3. Christopher Standard and Tom Land round out the 4th and 5th. John Bennett is 6th. Dawson Potter, Jonathan Sutton, Wayne Bridges, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th. Travis McDonald and Michael Moniz as we get to the halfway mark of this 30-lap feature. Up to the leaders and just see how they are going. Looks like JJ Martinez has Josh Roberts in firm control on that track map. JBL4 against the Motowear 42. Josh and John have had a fairly decent stranglehold on this race, as it looks like the 11th place Travis McDonald, he's a lap down. He got himself up into the wall there. The boys did get past him pretty well, and they're going to race it out. Let's get back to some of these other cars, see what's going on. Caution has come out. Looks like the 88 has come to a stop. He might have tried to get into the pit entrance, but if you're not lined up properly, these things do not turn very well. So let's have a look at this right-hand turn. Oh, he tried to hit the brakes, and nice effort actually, Travis. Not a bad effort at all, but just that tyre getting in the way as our first caution comes out. It's going to be our last restart, Delaware style. Because it will be 10 laps to go when we get this one green. Alright, we're back and racing, and I just realised we don't have our on-screen leaderboard. It looks like it's broken. I went to fix it, and it looks like it is broken. So, look, we'll just deal with it for this race. We do have our top screen tracker telling us who's in what positions. We'll have that one fixed up for the super late models very soon. JBL4, that is running away with it. He is pretty much in line to win our opening round of part 2 of the Motowear International Dirt Sprint Cars. I'll get it right in a moment. With 5 laps to go. This changing schedule has just thrown me off a little bit, I think. And used to opening with the Roberts Electrical Dirt Street Stocks, finishing with the Motowear International late models. But now Sunday nights belong to Motowear International as we run the 360 sprints and the super late models. The camera's a little bit too close. Into 3 and 4 we come. It's going to be 2 to go. Penultimate lap. There are a few cars in contention with this last lap. The top 4 is there. That's Juan Martinez, Josh Roberts, Cody B. McDonald, and John Bennett. John trying something on that wall. Oh, caution has come out. The 44 of Dawson Potter spun out. Looks like he's got himself out of the way of those cars. We're going to have ourselves a green-white checkered finish here. For those of you not familiar with the green-white checkers, it is a normal restart, but you have your green light flag lap, then your white flag lap, and at the end of the white flag lap is the checkered flag. If we get to the white flag lap, no more yellows called. But that one is our second with 2 to go. Alright, looks like we're going to get this one back underway. Single file restart. Dawson Potter racing his way back around to the rear of that field, trying to better his finishing position. Currently in 11th. Let's see if he can get that one bettered with 2 to go. Juan Martinez. Cody B. McDonald's our new second place car. Josh Roberts, John Bennett also there. I think Josh Roberts got up into the wall though. That is going to affect that run. And there we have it. Juan Martinez is our opening round, our part 2 opening round winner of the Motowear International 360 Sprint Cars. Cody B. McDonald second. John Bennett got himself up into 3rd. Christopher Sandridge 4th. Josh fell back to 5th after hitting the wall. Tom Land in 6th, Michael Moniz 7th, 8th, Wayne Bridges 9th, Travis McDonald, Jonathan Sutton in 10th, and finishing in 11th was Dawson Potter. All right, let's get over to the Discord. And let's go have a chat. Welcome everyone back to our racing schedule. All right, where's Discord? Discord is there. All right, we're going to start off with a driver who is familiar on the Bobbeth TV screens. You can see him later in the week at the Mudmule Esports Turf Wars as well, but making a triumphant return to the Knuckleheadz iRacing League. The last time we saw him was the R3 iRacing League. Motowear International Dirt Street Stocks Part 2, Round 1 or Round 11. Welcome back, Katie. Second place, one of the quicker cars out there. Really, that battle, obviously Juan and Josh, for the first half of that race, probably before that first caution. Really trying to run away with it, and your battle seemed to be who was ever going to want that 3rd or 4th place. 4th or 5th place. Chris Standridge, John Bennett was there for a while. Looked like Tom Land was going to come up and have a go as well. Were you just, before those cautions, what was going through your mind trying to work out what to do to get up to the front runners, what to do to hold off the back guys? What was it like? Jesus. Wow, wow, that is something. I mean, I've driven every one of the sprint cars. I think the 360s. I don't know why. I feel like they're the easier of the three to handle. Like the 305, just a little bit underpowered, so it doesn't do what you want. 410, a little bit overpowered, so yeah, it does a bit more than what you want. So the 360s, I find are good. How were you with the wing movement and placement? Did you?
Hooked and took off. I put it on -8 the very last 2 laps, and it seemed to actually dig really good, so I was able to come into the second place there.
Yeah, now I think that's what, like, when I was racing them, I was, it's always a bit tricky, hard, and I think I overworked the wing. I was sort of like, okay, bring it forward. I'm in a turn. Okay, I'm coming out of the turn. Bring it right back, and like it was
Yeah,
just too much of a thing to worry about. If you're trying to worry about what's ahead of you, what's behind you, and all the normal dirt stuff, then yeah, it can be an obstacle and a half, but geez, man, 11.132 was your quickest lap out there. As I say, wasn't the quickest, but certainly wasn't the slowest. 11.617. You were faster than the leader on that last lap. So, with 9 more rounds to go, welcome back, brother. I think the first half was really dominated by John Bennett and Josh Roberts. Uh,
yep.
so seeing John, seeing Juan and yourself up the front, I think it's going to be a very interesting run home for the Motor International 360 sprints. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'll see you on the next round. I think late models is coming up next, so I'm ready for it.
That's it. That is the next question. So we've got the Motor International late models. It is Motowear nights, Sunday nights with Knuckleheadz now. Where are we going with that one? So that's Lanier at 40 laps. 40 laps
Yep.
at Lanier. Are you going to need a bit of a practice, or is that one of those tracks where it's sort of like, yeah, I've raced
That's
this one?
it's one of my track. It's one of my. It is with the limiteds, not with the pros or the
Yep.
supers. But Lanier, those types tracks, and like I-55, it's like my favorite tracks. I like little short tracks, so it's I think I'll do pretty good there. I hope, anyways. We'll see.
Awesome, awesome. Well, look, best of luck, man. So happy to have you back on the screens again. Um, we can see the quicker McDonald in the
My
no.
brother fought me for to get back in here. He's like, yeah, y'all got to get him in here. He plays officials and everything, but come on, he's got to get up in here. So
Yeah,
I'm glad they accepted me. Like I said, I'm always on, and I usually race officials and stuff, but I'm definitely interested in finding a good league, which I knew this was a good league, but they just had to drop the I rating cap, and
excellent.
once or invite, invite
Mm,
to people to come in. So Travis is like, yeah, we got to get Cody in here. So here I am.
excellent. No, it's we had you for a little while, and then we lost you for such a long time, and I was just like, oh, he's
Yeah.
such a good driver, but so glad to have you back on our screens. Awesome, man. Well, look, best of luck with the late models here tonight. Best of luck with this new season, 10 rounds of racing to come. So 10 weeks of, well, 9 weeks now, counting this one, to come. So I can't wait to watch. Before we let you go, though, friends, family, sponsors, you've mentioned Travis, but who else do you want to give a shout out to?
Just thanks for Knucklehead in general letting me come and have a good place to race. Like I said, I've was when I first got on iRacing, I was on here, and this was my first league. And then after my I rating got up, I had to get off of it. But now I'm welcomed back, so that's awesome. So I'm back to the league that I like racing. So I enjoy that, and like to thank you, Bob, for putting on the broadcast.
That's my pleasure, man. I will keep a seat warm for you anytime you want to be up in the booth. And yeah, best of luck with the races tonight. Best of luck with everything else you got going on throughout the week.
Yep, I'll see you on the next one.
See you in the next one, mate. All right, that was our second place finisher, the returning Cody B. McDonald. Now, if, as I said to Cody, if you had a look at the season, the part one season of the, well, it was the Bell Tire 360 Sprints, is now the Motowear International 360 Sprints. It was very much dominated by John and Josh, John Bennett, Josh Roberts, but this man, not only was he a heartbreaker in a couple of different season championships last season, looks like he's going to be a part two heartbreaker of the 360 sprints. Juan Martinez, have you got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Now, obviously, bit of an eight ball, bit behind the eight ball for yourself personally in this particular series. Obviously, with the way the Knights ran, wasn't a regular runner of the first part of the 360 sprints, the Tuesday night series. But it has been moved to Sunday nights, and it looks like Sunday nights might still be the house that one built because you took out both championships, Sunday night championships last season. Robert Electrical Dirt Street Stocks, the Motowear International late models. We restart the Motowear International late models after this race, but now we can start adding the sprint car wins to your tally as well. Federated Auto Parts, was that a track you were going to come out in a sprint car and just know that you were going to do well in, or what was going through your head in that race?
I wasn't even gonna race it.
That's two people. Cody was like, "This is my
I was
first time
talking
in
to
a 360." Blah blah. It's like, oh my god.
I wasn't even gonna race it. I was in the Discord with Cody, and he said, just for practice, and I was like, all right, I'll go out here and practice it, and might as well if I'm trying to get my I rating up so I could try to do everything. And I was like, might as well. There's another car I can get into and hopefully get that up a little bit. So I went out here just for practice, and we saw how that turned out.
Yeah, yeah. It's that first half that it was about 20 laps in before we got our first caution or two. You and Josh, that was some really, really good racing. Looked like you had Josh out of his comfort zone a little bit. He obviously, if he can be up on the high line and run that and get his run going, he's pretty hard to beat. But it looked like he sort of put a mock into that straight away and just tried to get your car in front of him before he could really get anything going. And once you got there, you held it. A couple of the guys behind you a little bit faster on that last lap, but you generally find that I think because you don't have anything to play it off of, you don't know what you're doing, whether you're over driving it, spinning the tires out of the turns, things like that. It's a bit tricky to tell.
I was giving her everything she
I was going
had.
to say you.
I wasn't. There was a NASCAR person I heard. And I'm gonna tell you, like he told his pit crew, he ain't lifting until he sees Jesus or a checkered flag, and that's what I was doing.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. You're one of those guys that, holds the foot to the floor until you either see the checkered flag or you see God. And that I think that has been that has resonated with me. I think all week that guy in the I've seen it attributed to a few different, like they just put the audio over any sort of race car, whether it was like V8 supercars or NASCAR and things. But yeah, that is that's the motto at the moment. I think that's the way to live life by is yeah. And in saying that, I've my sim. Once I finish this next broadcast, I will be moving my computer back to my racing sim. Bob is back on the track.
Nice.
So yeah, going to get back in. Obviously, it's week 13 coming up, but I am getting ready to retry my run at the Camping World Trucks Championship again. I started off last season and was leading my division for my country, for Australia. I was like the best Division 5 race car driver on the trucks. But then
Nice.
I just tailed out in the last half of the season. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna actually try this time and get back into it. So and it's a credit to you guys, all you guys, the guys that run in Chris's Asphalt League at the end of the week. Knuckleheadz, all you guys are racing. It's just all that racing has made me go, no, I need to get back on the track. So the big thanks for you guys. You're a big part of that component of just showing me some amazing driving and making me go, I want to get back into that. I need to be a part of that. So appreciate you. Well,
Well, I'll say it for all of us. You're welcome.
we're off to where are we off to next? I literally just said it before to
Lanier.
Lanier. How do you think you're going to go there with the super late models?
The limited late models.
It's limited, is it? Oh.
Yeah, we're going back to mixed.
Oh, okay. So let me
Mixed series, limited, pros, and supers.
All right, let me just change that to from late super lates to late models. There we go. That fixes that. Perfect. All right. Sweet. So yeah, it's I feel like limiteds. I know there's a few guys that didn't mind the supers and stuff like that. So I feel like some of those
I
guys will
loved
be
them.
quite happy coming back to some of these other sort of lesser powered, lesser horsepower late models. So that's going to be awesome. All right, I'm starting to ramble.
Oh, yeah.
We've still got about 25 minutes before the other session opens up, so I'll give you some time to get ready, get yourself sorted. We'll say g'day to Net and Griff in the Twitch chat as well. And yeah, before we let you go, friends, family, sponsors, my man, who do you need to give a shout out to?
First off, my girlfriend for letting me do this. You for putting this on. All these admins, especially Josh, Travis. Dropped my phone. My bad. I don't know if you picked that up, but Josh, Travis, John, all the admins for still letting me do this because I went from a 2,400 in a week to
Jeez, yeah, 36.
3,600.
Whoa, yes.
And for letting me still race with these guys. They're all amazing. Mike Manise for all my paints, and especially the one that's coming up. It looks good, I tell you that. And who else am I forgetting? If I forgot anybody, I'm sorry.
He did on purpose. He said before we went live that he was not going to name you. So whatever you've done to upset him, apologise.
Oh
No,
yeah, I forgot my teammate Jonathan Sutton.
did you say your beautiful partner, girlfriend?
Yeah, I said my girlfriend.
Oh,
That was the first one I said.
it's usually the first one, yeah. All right, man. Well, look, best of luck. We'll see you in about 35, 40 minutes on our screens for the late model Motowear International late models. So, yeah, look, you are the defending champion of that format. So, best of luck, and I hope you get off to a good start.
I'm gonna do my best. I gotta defend it.
Definitely do, man. Definitely do. Well, best of luck, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that was Juan Martinez, our race leader. No, it wasn't you, Cody. It was all me. The not being able to hear you part at the start of your interview. My stream software just randomly loses the settings for my mic sometimes. I thought I fixed it, but apparently I hadn't fixed the output, just the input. So big apologies there. Just going through some changes, as you heard me say to JJ, setting up my racing sim again. So yeah, computer's just sort of going, "Hey mate, what are you doing?" And sorting a few problems out. All right, we will be back in, as I said, about half hour, 40 minutes for the Moto International late models opening around. It's going to be some great racing to come. All right, guys, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching.